Hello, my peeps and squeaks. This is just going to be a little video where I go over some important stuff that's been going on with me lately. Stuff about the future of this channel, personal life stuff, you know how these things work. The past couple months have been pretty busy for me, so I think it's about time I'd address it all. And without further ado, here we go. Jurassic World Dominion's extended cut has been released, and more importantly, Cars on the Road is finally here. Pretty much all of you noticed by now, so expect videos about these sooner or later. I also need to bring up the fact that I graduated high school back in June. I seemingly just kinda brushed it aside on the channel, but that's not how it was supposed to be. My original plan was to make a full-on dedicated video about it, only for me to run out of time. Same with my Dominion review, but I'm actually glad that one's been delayed up until now. But since I've graduated high school, the next step of my life is obviously here. College and/or a job. Currently, the plan is for me to start working as a server at a retirement home, going around delivering meals to tables and rooms, which I think is a great fit for me, seeing as I'm good with elderly people, and I'm used to walking around long distances all the time. Though I'm not too sure if I'm comfortable with working alongside my mother every day, since she's planning on working there too. If I were to pick an alternate though, Target I think would actually be a nice pick. I already live in bike distance to one, I'm already a guy who's obsessed with organization, and seeing how polite I am with workers and other customers, I feel like this would be made for me. It would also give me quicker access to new diecasts as well. As for college, that kinda speaks for itself. I'll probably start this fall or next year, we'll just see what's best for me. But with all that news comes the big question. Will I continue making videos after all this starts? Of course I am! I'm not gonna stop YouTube until I'm dead or out of ideas. Regardless of what happens, I'll try my best to give you guys content on a regular basis. But don't be surprised if uploads slow down. Speaking of my videos, I feel it's about time I'd voice my frustrations with making them. For one thing, I have to record all my videos when there's nobody else in my house. Since you would easily be able to hear my father watching Fox News or whatever in the background, I have to wait until I'm all alone by myself. However, because of the lack of any echo, the best place for me to record my audio is my bedroom, which coincidentally is the only room in my house without air conditioning. Ugh, lucky me. So what do? I have to turn off all the fans in my room to prevent background noise, then I have to uncomfortably sit on the floor, with my tablet sitting on top of the bed next to me, so that I can talk directly into the microphone end of the thing, since I don't have a proper chair to sit in, and during all of this, I become sweaty and exhausted, putting myself through hell and back, just to make my videos sound passable at the very least. But sometimes it doesn't turn out so well. More often than not, I come off as unenthusiastic or out of breath, and it angers me to no end. Recording my voice for my videos feels exactly like playing the office section of FNAF Pizzeria Simulator, with overheating, noise interruptions, and everything. It's by far my least favorite part of the video making process. But it's not the only obstacle for me. There's also the editing itself. You see, every video of mine is done on a mobile device. More specifically this Samsung tablet from 2020, and the app I use 98% of the time is Video Guru, as it's the most well-developed and easiest to manage for a free editor. However, many little segments of my videos are done with InShot, since it has several features not present in Guru, like keyframes for instance. So why don't you just use InShot, you ask? Well, Guru has less design issues, but InShot gives the user a bit more creative freedom, so it becomes a case of pick your poison. And as a result, I have to keep juggling back and forth between the two to make my videos more dynamic. And the limitations of both become incredibly annoying after a while. What should be a complex but generally easy process for me is a tedious, monotonous, repetitive slog that really slows me down. And it holds my videos back from evolving forward. It just feels like I'm working against the system rather than with it. And I've got to mention the storage issues as well. Unfortunately, my tablet isn't capable of saving such large files, And the editors I use can't save the videos directly to the SD card, which does have enough space. So I have to edit my videos in chunks, and then save all those chunks after looking them over, and then, embarrassingly enough, move them to my mother's cell phone where I can combine them together, add the music, and everything else. How sad is it that a person my age has to use his mommy's phone for simple YouTube videos? And yeah, I have to go through all that, hoping the end result makes up for it, which it usually does. All of that hassle I just listed is why I sometimes lose motivation, and why my videos have been less frequent this year. However, as I've mentioned before, I actually finally now own a laptop. Our old friends gave it to us out of kindness, with my parents viewing it as a tool I could use for college and other business. But honestly, I saw it as an opportunity to move forward from all this mobile crap. Finally, I can get professional editing software without the pain of constant storage constraints. Initially, I was worried that it would be too old and laggy to handle video editing, but considering how well YouTube videos play on it, I think it'll be okay. Really though, I'm more familiar with mobile devices than I am with computers, so this is mostly uncharted territory for me. Hell, I'm still confused on how to get free games onto the thing, which I'll consult those old friends for if need be. But I can't just record with the computer. I need a high quality mic that doesn't cost like $400. And thankfully, I found one. At the recommendation of the video nerd, I've now got my eyes glued to the Pseudotech USB microphone. It sounds pretty awesome, especially for the price. And with this mic, I'll be able to talk at a more relaxing pace, and without straining my voice. Everything will sound so much cleaner and more premium. In summary, better videos with less stress are on the horizon. It's only a matter of knowing when. On to other matters. My family has also unexpectedly gotten ourselves a new cat. After Josie's passing early last year, it's just been little Gracie amongst us, which has definitely helped her come out of her shell, only for that to be thrown out the window with this jaguar-looking newcomer. We still don't really have a proper name for her. Lilu seems to be the best choice for now, and we've still got to get her declawed, but she's quite loving and very playful. Too bad she viciously attacks Gracie whenever they come into contact, forcing us to separate them. We'll see what we can do about that. Oh, and also, I'm playing an extra in a new film called A Girl Like Him. I'm not going too in-depth about this, as I want to leave the rest for later. The only thing I'll say now is that I find it real funny that in my 33 Fun Facts video, I mentioned how I had yet to show up on the big screen, only for that to change within a few months. Something I bet a lot of you forgot about is that my 18th birthday is coming up on the 17th of this month, the end of adolescence and the start of adulthood. This is no longer 2004 to 2022. I'm now venturing into the unknown. Gotta appreciate this time while it lasts. And oh my god, have I still not brought it up? Or at least not here on YouTube yet? For those of you who don't chat with me on Discord, I probably haven't told you about a certain someone I've met, unless I'm going crazy and just forgot. I won't give any details yet, but I came across this certain someone at prom a while back, and ever since then, it's been occasional Gmail sent back and forth, then little text messages, and now frequent video calls. If things start taking off between me and her, then that large gaping hole in my heart that's been hurting me all year will finally be filled in. Even when I someday find love, that's never gonna happen, buddy.
Oh.
And did I forget to mention a certain anniversary coming later this month? I'll just leave that as a surprise for you all. So that's about it, folks. The two obvious things, job/college, and adapting the channel to this change, the laptop and microphone, my 18th birthday, starring in a movie, my potential girlfriend, and a new cat. That is a lot to take in. I'll go more in depth on these topics in my inevitable 2022 recap, so don't worry if you think I glossed over anything. This is a big turning point in my life, and it is just a tad overwhelming, but considering how far I've come, there is nothing to fear other than There is nothing to fear other than fear itself. And no matter what happens, I'll always have great people by my side to help me power through it. Like you, watching this video right now. Now thank you for listening to me blabber for so long. I'm very relieved to finally get this news out to you. Feels good to get it all out there, get it off my chest. And with that said, wish me luck on everything. Take care, and bye-bye.